What's going on, fight fans? This is Capital Combat. The name says it all. I'm Rob Jarrell, and while I can't believe I'm doing this video because most boxing fans aren't really that excited for the fight, but Floyd Mayweather Jr. has agreed to terms versus Conor McGregor for a boxing match in Las Vegas at either the MGM or T-Mobile Arena on August 26th. This is a fight for the general audience. This is to get excitement back into large events, and this will be a huge event because it's bringing in boxing fans, and it's going to bring in MMA fans. Notice I didn't say UFC. MMA fans and most of the general public, plus the world, because these are two of the biggest trash talkers in the world. Am I looking forward to the actual fight? Hell no. Because we already know what it's going to be. We're going to do a preview for this fight. I can't really even say I'm going to pay for it. I'll contribute something for a party at the very most. But the undercard better be damn good. If Badu Jack is fighting, he better fight a great light heavyweight. If Gervonta Davis, Tank Davis is fighting, he better be fighting a damn good lightweight or junior lightweight. If you're bringing guys in from Mayweather Promotions, who is overseeing that on Showtime, those better be some damn good undercard fights. That's the only way that this is really going to get me remotely interested in what's going on with this fight. So we already know what it's going to be. I think, one, it brings eyes more so to the sport. I don't expect an exciting fight. And Hakeem and I will get more into the actual preview later on. But Mayweather at 40 is going for that 50th win, so he could be 50-0. And Conor McGregor is, in all honesty, in my opinion, looking for that paycheck. And we know that's exactly what he's looking for. I mean, with the potential to get $50 to $100 million, he won't have to fight in the UFC ever again. He can make movies, he can retire, whatever. Dana White, while I think they're gonna make an ass load of money, should know that he's potentially, unless it's in the contract, he's potentially losing his cash cow and will have to find someone else to push, unless they make a third fight with Nate Diaz, unless they put him in against a Tyron Woodley or someone at 155. Okay, fine, whatever. I understand, Dana, but just know that you're potentially losing your cash cow as he makes a stupid amount of money. So, it's whatever. Hopefully the names on the card will get the shine, get that that exposure to the general audience. But let's face it, we don't expect much of a challenge from this fight. I'd love to be excited, but I would be more excited about the undercard, because I think that's where the real action, the real fights are going to be for pure boxing fans. I really don't know what to say. He could have came in and fought Thurman, Pacquiao again. He's not going to fight Errol Spence Jr., Garcia, Charlo. It's whatever. I'm going to be honest. This weekend, we know that Kovalev's going to be fighting Andre Ward again. I'm more excited about that fight. We also know that Canelo is also fighting Triple G, I want to say in a week or two later in September. More excited about that fight. There's just a whole lot of other fights to get excited about. We know that Klitschko is going to fight Joshua again. First fight was damn good. I want to see that fight. We know there's fights at junior middleweight to be made. We know there's fights at light heavyweight to be made. We know there's fights at 140 to be made. We know Terrence Crawford can get in there and scrap. We know Mikey Garcia and Broner is being made. Granted, that's not a huge fight, but the two guys fighting are extremely good, and it's just worth watching. And to be honest, while I do enjoy MMA and UFC, I haven't been as impressed with UFC cards lately. I've actually been more entertained by Bellator and Glory Kickboxing. And that's me not trying to throw shade, but it is what it is. But that's, and in the contract, the fighters, the camps are not allowed to talk about the purses, so we don't exactly know how much they're going to make. We will find out how much they make after, of course, the pay-per-view sales and all that, because something tells me it's dependent upon the pay-per-view and the gate sales. We know that Floyd Mayweather has the potential and is more than likely to make $100 million or more dollars. Conor McGregor might make half that. I can't see him making $100 million because it's really Mayweather that brings the event. Conor McGregor brings the UFC fans, and we know there's more worldwide boxing fans than UFC fans. Feel free to challenge me on that. That's just my belief. Boxing's been around longer, it's in the Olympics, and more people just enjoy it. And I think it's becoming bigger in a lot of other countries. We know it's big in Mexico. Colombia has some great fighters. Argentina has some great fighters. I'm enjoying looking at the Chinese and the Japanese after watching really the only exposure coming from the Filipino fighters. So it's increasingly more popular, and we notice Ukraine school boxing, those Olympic fighters, they're extremely good. They've got 3 fighters that I'm totally sold on, in Lomachenko, Usyk, and Gvozdyk. So that's really all I have to say about that. I don't have anything else to say. Tell me what you think. Hit us up in the comments below. CapitalofCombat@gmail.com, CapitalofCombat at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google+. Check out our preview on the Andre Ward-Kovalev fight, where they've got to make adjustments. I also did a recap on the Adonis Stevenson versus Andres Fafar fight, and talking about the light heavyweight division. Until next time, fight on.